what's up? It's Matt Plapp. I appreciate you coming to check this out. And real quick, before I tell you who I am, I'm going to tell you what you're going to learn today. You're going to find out 11 tactics that we have found since 2008 to help restaurant owners drive trackable and tangible efforts from their marketing, which, as I know from being in marketing since 1999, is not always the case. I've owned boat and RV dealerships. I currently am a partner in a gym, and I've owned a few other retail businesses that I have seen struggle with understanding what happens with their marketing dollars when it goes out the door. So who am I? Well, as I said, my name is Matt Plapp. I'm an author. Don't 86 your restaurant sales, sell more slices. I've got a few more books coming out in 2020. Sell more burritos and tacos, beers and burgers, and wings, one of my favorite things I love. I love helping businesses put together marketing plans that actually work, that you can actually see, that you can see how it works. Like I said, I've been in marketing since 99. I've had an agency since 2008. We started off in 2008. One of my first clients was a restaurant, teaching them how to use Facebook to market their business. Back then, I was seen as crazy. Now here we are, 2019, 2020, and it's the norm. I'm also a speaker. Most recently, I spoke at Facebook's Messenger conference out in Austin, Texas. And I also spoke at the Texas Restaurant Association show, where I spoke on tactics to help restaurants put more butts in the seats. So let's go ahead and dive into this program, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll see you around. Okay, so let's dive right into the ROI Engine Marketing Program, what you're here to see. Where did it start? How did I come up with the ideas, and what got me to this point? Well, it all started with those 4 words at the top of the screen. I can't deposit likes. One of my clients, Nick, who owned a handful of restaurants, said that to me back in April of 2015. It was all based on the fact that he wanted to see tangible results from his marketing. And the one thing he didn't understand was Facebook. And we were spending a lot of money on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And he wasn't able to understand if it was working or not. So in April of 2015, Great American Holiday, National Pretzel Day, we did a promotion for their restaurant. 3-location German brew house. It drove $18,000 in sales. And that Monday, Nick said, Matt, I can deposit 18 grand. Let's do more. So let's talk about what that is. And first, I want to go through what I believe in marketing. So what I've seen in the restaurant business is that there are 3 ways to increase your sales. Number 1 is new customers. We must find people that are brand new to your brand. We must expose them to what you do that's awesome inside your 4 walls and get them to come back. But here's the problem with repeat customers, the second part. Most restaurants don't know their new or current customers, meaning you don't have a way to reach back out to them. It's hope and pray marketing. Will they hear my radio commercial? Will they see me on TV? Will they get my direct mail piece? Will they drive by my store and decide to come back? Most times not. So what we do is we help you gather the information of your new customers and your current customers so that we can do number 2, drive repeat visits. So the second way to increase your sales is drive repeat customers. That is a key element to your business. Now, the third way is something that a lot of restaurants think they do pretty good, but a lot of them know they actually struggle with it. That's increasing average check size. They always lean on their service staff and have their servers, their bartenders, their cashiers, upsell people. Well, they get busy, they get slammed, they get overwhelmed, and upselling goes out the window all too many times. That's why we use digital marketing to upsell, to get people to try a dessert they've never had, to try an appetizer, to maybe upgrade their meal, to combo something. If you do that through your digital marketing, you can increase your average check size. And one story I like to tell a lot is a brand here in Cincinnati, Ohio called La Rosa's Pizza. It's a great pizza brand. We eat there every couple of weeks. And a few years ago, I got a promotion for free chocolate chip cookies. Well, I personally didn't think of a restaurant like La Rosa's as a chocolate chip cookie place. It's where I get pizza and a nice ice cold Coke. Well, they had a free cookie promotion, so we took the free cookies. Ever since then, we are in love with these cookies. Every time we order La Rosa's, we add on $5 to $9 of cookies because we've got to have them because we had them that one time. Who would have known a pizza place had such delicious chocolate chip cookies? Well, guess what? They increased my average check. They increased my average check by sending me a promotion digitally. They were able to reach me because they had my information. That, my folks, is 3 ways to increase your restaurant sales. Now, let's talk about the inherent problems most restaurants have. They don't traditionally follow the ROI engine marketing strategy. They follow the bottom. They try and find sales with traditional marketing. They're renting an audience. Every time you buy radio, you buy TV, you buy direct mail, you buy the newspaper, you buy billboards, You buy sports marketing. Or maybe it's an effort. You go to a football game and you put your banners out and you throw little mini footballs to the kids. All you're doing is renting somebody's audience. The ROI engine marketing strategy is to use your dollars and your efforts to spend to build. I want you to spend that effort and that money to build a database. And from that database, we're going to then drive your sales. So let's talk about the tangible. So here's how we do this. You're going to see these three colors come up: yellow, orange, and green. Yellow, the tools that we use to attract customers. How do I help restaurants attract customers? Number one, Facebook ads. Number two, Instagram ads. Number three, social media management. It's a great place. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, they're all free. If you manage them correctly, you can really leverage those assets and drive business. And last but not least, consulting. We work with hundreds of restaurants. I work with thousands of people that work in the restaurant business. We have a great relationship with what works. And so we help our clients understand that. And that's one of the missing components most businesses have. It's, who do you lean on? Lean on us. The middle part, the orange, my color you see a lot, and that's why I have it here. The tools we use to acquire customer data. Four of the biggest ones: the birthday marketing program, gain and gate reviews program, and I'm going to go into these in depth a little farther, Wi-Fi password program, and an opt-in program. Next, the tools we use to build customer relationships, because you know what? It does no good if you use the yellow tactics to get attention and you do the orange tactics to acquire data if you don't use the green to build relationships. And what we do there is we use email marketing, text marketing, messenger marketing, and retargeted marketing. And meaning retargeting marketing is where you find somebody somewhere online that's already interacted with you. We use those items to have very specific conversations with people to drive them back into the restaurant. So the biggest thing that we do that people know us for is what everybody typically calls the ROI engine. We actually call it the acquisition engine. The ROI engine is where it kind of started. We now use it as the acquisition engine because what it does is it starts the customer journey. So the acquisition engine has three things. Again, yellow, orange, and green. Yellow, how do we get in front of people? How do we attract their attention? Orange, how do we acquire them and acquire their visits? And green, how do we start the relationship? And then where does it go from there? So in the yellow, month one, we're doing a great opt-in to get people to come into our database. And then we use that database in the orange, month 2, 3, and 4. How do we drive them in on that first visit? Know that they came in, spent money, had a great time. Because let's face it, my job as a marketer is to get them there the first time. Your job as a restaurateur is to give them an amazing experience, great food, and make them want to come back a second and third time. And then after that is where the green comes into play. That's where we build a relationship. You take your marketing with that great experience and you bring customers back. So let's see what the acquisition engine journey looks like. So we have 11 tactics. This is one of them. A very engaging social media post that gets a lot of engagement. The goal of this post, like I said, this is one of 11 items we use. But the goal of this specific post is to get people to comment. When they comment what their favorite appetizer, their favorite topping on pizza is, and this one we use favorite appetizer. We have a lot of tactics. But in this particular one, favorite pizza topping, they comment, it drives them into a Facebook Messenger sequence, gets some information from them, and then we drive them to the next step of the program. What are we looking to do here? Well, number one, we're looking to gain a messenger opt-in from Facebook or Instagram. Number two, we're looking to gain an email opt-in, permission to email them a promotion. Number three, we're looking to gain a text opt-in, permission to text them in the program. And then last but not least, we're looking to get their birthday. We want to get their information on their birthday so we can put them in a birthday program, because birthdays are when people love to eat, and they love to eat with more than themselves, their family, their friends, and they spend more money. Last but not least, though, is by them doing all of this, they've given us numerous methods to retarget them based on meaningful engagement. Somebody just didn't look at a picture on Facebook. They clicked, they commented, and they've gotten Messenger and answered a handful of questions. We're using these things to attract customers to build a database. Okay, next. What good is marketing if you can't track it? One of the biggest things we're known for is this ROI engine dashboard. And in 2020, it's getting even more robust. It's going to show a lot of stuff. Your email, text, and messenger open rates, click rates. It's going to show you the reviews. It's going to show you a lot of stuff. But let's talk about what this one shows right here. This is our acquisition engine database program. This shows us how much awareness we used from that first step to grow the database. But more importantly, we can see that we had 9,000 engagements that led to 7,600 opt-ins, which led to 2,772 visits of the restaurant for $92,000 in sales. Now, every location, every business's results are different. This is a 6-location pizza brand. They have a higher than normal average check of $33. This shows us that, number one, we drove the first visit, and then we gently remind them to come back. When these people come back or when they redeem their offers, we launch a survey, which you're going to see the impact of next, and then we launch a series of offers. Now, every client is different. Some clients have 1 offer, some have 5 offers. We customize that for the client's needs and desires. But at the end of the day, our goal is to prove that that attention we got that built the database of the right people. Because as you see here, 26.6% of these people visited on that first offer. Compared to direct mail of 2 to 5%, 26% is pretty freaking good. Now let's go to what we're doing, because all of that is great. Now our goal is, what are you going to do with this data? Our goal is to start a relationship. Like if you go back 2 slides, I show you here, start a relationship, start the nurturing process. And we got some question marks after month 4 because we did all some great stuff. We did some great ads. We built a great database. We drove some sales. Now what are you going to do with it? Because here's what happens. We get customers like this customer who we know has kids. She's married. She's opted in. We have her email, her phone number, her birth date. We know she's been in the restaurant. She spent a certain amount of money. We can now talk to her in a very specific manner. I was having a conversation a few weeks back with a pizza restaurant that had 17,000 people in their email database. And we were talking about their email because I had gotten an email from them. I said, who all got this email? And he goes, what do you mean? I said, well, of that 17,000, how many got this Kids Eat Free promo? It makes sense to me because I'm a dad with kids. And he said, well, everybody got it. Well, I said, what percentage of your audience has kids and are married with kids and kids that aren't in the house anymore? They're in the house now. I don't know. So basically what's happened is, I can tell you probably 70% of that audience, it was deaf ears. Well, they start ignoring your marketing. They become immune to it because you're not talking to them about something that resonates. So what we do is, through the acquisition engine, we help you not only acquire engagements and customer opt-ins and sales, we help you acquire data. And that data, like in this case, some basic ones, male or female, married or single, kids or no kids, breakfast, lunch or dinner, how often do you visit? We ask them these questions in Messenger. We get responses in about 15 seconds. And now we have information that we can use for a marketing program. So I'm not going to go completely into everything we do, but here are the 4 main marketing programs we offer with the ROI engine. Number 1, the acquisition engine, which I just showed you. Our opt-in ad program, our custom ads program, our email messenger and text reminder program, and that awesome ROI dashboard. And I ask you this. Ask yourself, how many times have you been able to see something this detailed about results from your marketing? I can answer the question for you. You probably haven't. Actually, you haven't. Our 4 walls marketing engine. What is our 4 walls engine? Well, it's taken what's already there and supercharged it. People are in your restaurant. Give them an opportunity to leave a review. Like I said earlier, we have the review gain and gate. What does that mean? Well, it means we're going to gain reviews because a lot of your customers will leave you a positive review if you ask them. Well, we give you elements in-house and online and in Messenger and on email to get people to leave reviews. And when those people leave positive reviews, it's awesome. But we do this through Facebook Messenger. So when they leave a negative review, let's say they don't have a great experience, because I've actually been sitting in the chair I'm sitting in right now that's squeaking a little. And I've been on Facebook and got a message from a customer who's in a restaurant that won't tell the manager their experience was bad. They're telling Facebook, telling me through Messenger. They think they're talking to somebody not in the restaurant, which in this case they aren't. And they feel non-confrontational. Well, if that person's given the opportunity to air their grievance in Messenger, not in a public forum, you can then fix it. You can find out what you did wrong. You can get their contact info and say, hey, Mr. Customer, we failed you. Can somebody reach out to you and talk to you about this experience? They're going to feel better. You're going to have a conversation with them. You're going to fix the relationship. And guess what? You just avoided a negative review because you heard them out in Messenger, not in a public forum. Wi-Fi password. How many people have Wi-Fi in their restaurant and they just let people log in willy-nilly? This is a great way to get people to opt in, get their information, give them the password, and then enroll them in other programs. A birthday program, like we said, is awesome. This is a great opportunity to get people that already know, like, and trust you to give you their birthday so you can invite them back on the most important day of the year, their birthday. And then our basic restaurant bot. Imagine somebody goes to Facebook Messenger. They're in there looking at a messenger page, and there it is. Call right now. Click here to order. See our menu. Get directions. Enroll in our birthday program. Leave a review. Get the Wi-Fi password. It's all in there. The next is the retention engine. Remember that last slide? I talked about what are you going to do with this data? That's what the retention engine is. We take that data and we custom build a social media ad retargeting program, email program, text program, and messenger program every month. We talk to your audience in different manners. So if you've got that 17,000 person database, we might talk to 5,325 of them differently because they're women with kids who are married than we would 4,800 who are men who are single, who aren't married with no kids. We retarget them on social media, meaning they're on Facebook or Instagram. Maybe they're on ESPN and they see an ad, what's called the Audience Network. An ad comes through ESPN and says, hey, here's this month's beer specials. Here's this month's college nights, whatever. We have a detailed conversation with them. Last but not least is the brand rocket. What we have found is some of our clients don't do the greatest with the acquisition engine. Why don't they do good? Because honestly, not enough people know, like, and trust their brand to really want a promotion and really want to give their information. So that's where the brand rocket comes in. We help clients understand who they are. We do a social media audit to understand who you are, who your competitors are, and who you should be talking to. Then we do a custom audience creation where we create some really ninja tactics to create some really custom audiences so we can create a social media ad program, the next part, to reach the right people over and over and over and warm them up. You know, there's cold, hot, and warm audiences. Too many businesses have cold and hot. They don't have enough warm. You got to warm people up. And then last but not least, a social content calendar coaching program. So social media posting is done best when it's somebody at the restaurant. Yes, we can make some compelling content for your restaurant. We can make some posts for you. But it's a heck of a lot better when it's done by somebody within your four walls. Somebody who knows the brand, eats, sleeps, drinks the brand. Somebody that loves the brand. Well, we help you figure out how to do that. We create a content calendar for you. We coach your team on it. And we give you advice every month on how you can do an even better job than what you're already doing and take advantage of all that free opportunity out there that social media offers. So if you're interested in hearing more about this and getting a detailed proposal from the ROI Engine Marketing Program for your restaurant, let us know. We've got packages that work for every restaurant. We've got one location dairy bars as clients. We've got 100 location franchise restaurants as clients. We work with franchise brands. We work with corporate offices. We work with mom and pop restaurants. We are here to serve you and help you acquire customers, drive them back into your restaurant, and build your sales through tactics that are measurable and things that you know you can continue to do in the future to grow your business and sales. That's all I've got. I appreciate your time. Thank you.